Okay, so now we're going to run through a side-lying isometric hip abduction hold. This is a really great exercise for anyone who's having a hard time getting their hip abductors to fire, specifically muscles like gluteus minimus and gluteus medius. This is all about neuromuscular coordination, not about strength, and it's not really testing endurance either. We were literally trying to reconnect your brain with these muscles here on the side of the hip, these glute muscles here, which a lot of people have a really hard time activating, either due to compression of the nerve roots at the L4-5, S1, but particularly the L5 levels in the back. And also because of habit, people tend to love to flare out like this, and people are just generally a lot more overactive in their hip abductors. So they have a tendency towards excessive hip abduction and have a hard time getting these guys keeping us nice and square. So in a single leg stance, for example, or if I'm assessing a runner, a lot of people at mid stance will do this. And these are the hip abductors having a hard time trying to support us on this hip. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into a sideline position. For demonstration, we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. However, you can actually hold it for longer, up to 45 seconds or 60 seconds or even longer than that. Remember, we're all about connecting the brain with the butt. So I want you to bring your awareness here, and I want you to feel it in these muscles as much as you can the whole time. Some people will say you're not allowed to bring your hip into hip flexion. I'm not too picky on that, as long as you're bringing awareness here. I don't really mind if you're recruiting a little bit of hip flexors to do that, as long as the predominant feeling is here, and as long as you're not hiking through your low back or hyperextending through your low back, and you keep your core up. So what we're going to do is come lie on one of our sides. And it's important you keep your head on the floor. Don't have your head up, it's going to throw everything off. So allow your head to rest on your arm. If you can, maintain your spinal cues. Chin tuck, long neck, shoulders back, ribs down, chest wide, diaphragm and pelvic floor parallel. And from here, you're going to lift a leg straight into the air. And move the leg until you feel these muscles on the side of your hip come alive. So for a lot of people, that will mean bringing it forward a bit into hip flexion, or even rotating the foot up towards the ceiling to create external rotation there. But I want you to bring your awareness here. This is a great, can be quite diagnostic as well if you're a runner who gets things like a lot of ITB pain or a lot of TFL pain. If you start feeling pinching here or in here, as you fatigue through here, then you know that these muscles may be compensating for a lack of neuromuscular coordination or even strength in your hip abductors or your gluteus medius and gluteus minimus. So you should be feeling a nice burn on the side of your hip, and you're literally just holding your leg in space. And as your leg fatigues, you might need to slightly move that leg a little bit just to bring your awareness back into here and just really feel that contraction in the side of the lateral butt. You just keep holding, and you keep holding. You should feel a nice big burn. This then we progress into, once we've got that neuromuscular activation there, then we progress it into a Jane Fonda exercise, but that's not the design for today. Today we're literally just holding your leg in the air, and it should be burning up by now. You should have a nice big burning sensation inside of that hip. So we'll hold it for a few more seconds, and then we're going to bring it down. But as I said, if you were to be doing it properly, you'd be holding it for at least 30 seconds, if not longer, 45 seconds to 60 seconds. Let me know how that goes. If you have any questions, shoot me a message.